Take the objectives. Enemy has A. Charlie one down.
Fuck you.
Throwing Molotov.
We're taking control.
Damn, this sucks. I think I hear him.
Losing Bravo.
Hostile mail eliminated. Ha. Target. Enemy sniper firing.
What? What a scene.
Losing Bravo.
Sentry turret ready to deploy.
Oh, I thought he was my teammate. Bro, I'm bugging right now. I thought he was my teammate.
Enemy sniper firing.
Air
Enemy
patrol
sniper
available
firing.
for tasking.
Oh.
Strike awaiting orders.
Say, shoot him. Like this.
Transmitting vector for napalm strike.
He kills only his baby.
Fire's lit. Heading to refuel. RCXD maneuvering.
Taking Bravo. Losing Charlie. Taking A.
Oh my
Get
god.
aggressive.
No way.
Enemies destroyed your sentry turret.
Alpha lockdown.
But I killed him.
Close out the win, then do it
Wait, I
again.
thought I killed him. I shouldn't have stopped shooting
Hostile spy plane
because
established
I saw
overhead.
his health like I had basically nothing, so I thought he died.
Air patrol, you are too hot on my tail.
That's fucked up.
Taking B.
died 10 times already, bro. This is bad.
There's going to be a...
Hey. He's still in that window? Damn, I didn't know what he was doing. Just hit him from here.
Half time.
28 kills ain't bad. I mean, it's like not good, but I got my Yes, sir.
It's good.
Switching sides. Capture the objective. Taking Alpha. Securing Bravo. We're pulling ahead. A secure. Hostile care packet inbound. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Simtex out.
Bro, my teammate would have died if I never ran in front of him. I'm gonna try to drop a nuke, but I might not be able to. Huh? Oh. No bet. Keep that same energy.
Enemy took Charlie.
Wait, is he running around with...
Enemy has B.
He should be using the AMPs instead of that. The first half I was doing alright, but now I'm like... I am doing very bad. I haven't
Taking
gotten a
B.
kill yet.
Bravo secure.
Yeah, I'm doing like really, really bad right now.
Sniper.
Yup.
Sniper.
Wait, what sniper is he using? Oh yeah, I forgot. That one doesn't have to like reload. I went to go T because I thought he was using a sniper that every time you shoot you have to reload, but he's using the M82.
Securing C.
That one you don't have to, so it's kind of like the Swiss, but just a bit faster. It's not the same.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
Sniper.
I'm gonna go try to do a finisher on him. The kid in the window. If I hit this finisher, I'm crazy.
Requesting spy plane above.
He was at an angle, so
Threat
I
neutralized.
couldn't like.
Enemy napalm strike incoming. Enemy napalm strike incoming. Enemy air patrol inbound.
I don't think Bill learned his lesson last time, bro. Stop going through this window. Actually, let me try a sniper. Yeah, I suck at sniping.
Taking C.
could have killed him, but I missed all my shots. Yo, I could drop a nuke.
Fire.
No, it's possible though.
Threat neutralized.
Okay, I missed all my shots.
Wrap it up and let's go home.
How many kills do you need to drop a nuke again? I forgot.
Taking Charlie. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Wait, how many kills do you need for a nuke? I forgot. Isn't it like 42? Oh, it's 131. Never mind. That was 42 for some reason. Yeah, I'm not that high. But, the main reason that you guys clicked on the video is because the title say look, or this, it should say like one of the best stoner 63 classes you can have, and yeah, I will show it to you. So let me just leave the lobby so I don't go into a game. So the class that I was using, which is make sure you have gunfighter so that you can completely like max it out, so it's not just 5 attachments, it's 8. And then so for the stoner, I recommend you have a high level stoner. I think you can make this class with a stoner over level 35. It should be. If not, let me know. But for the optic, this really just depends on what kind of optic you like. Which, one thing I would say though is don't use like scopes kind of, or not like scopes, but like these couple of optics. I would say mostly stick to like the red dot, the quick lot, the Hawksmoor, and the Silix Hall Scout. Those are my favorite optics, but I'm using the mill style reflex, and it's just better, and for me it's easier to aim than with these ones. But yeah, just you can pick your optic. Just my tip is don't use like the scopes ones. And for the Rectile, I'm using the Apex. It's in zombies, but you can also use the Delta if you have it unlocked for multiplayer. But I use the stoner a lot in zombies too, so I have these. I just prefer the Apex because it narrows down where you're gonna shoot. And then let's see, for my muzzle I will be using this SOCOM Eliminator, so it can bring up your vertical recoil control and your muzzle flash concealment, because I know people use the agency suppressor on miniguns because it completely takes you off the minimap, and it gives you more recoil control, but it takes away your effective damage range and your bullet velocity. And as you saw in the gameplay, I was using it from windows and from kind of far too. So you don't want to take your effective damage range away, and you don't want to take away your bullet velocity, because that takes away your accuracy and your firepower. It only gives you speed basically, but I would still recommend the SOCOM Eliminator because it gives you 17% vertical recoil control, which it still has some recoil, and it only gives you plus 5%, but it doesn't take away your bullet velocity and your effective damage range, which those are the two things that you would need for a gun, because they're very important. And then for this one, I'll be using the Task Force, because I know in my FFAR and most of the other guns, the Task Force isn't good because it messes with the recoil. But on the stoner, and I think this goes for the other LMGs, if not, let me know. But this one only messes with your ammo. That's why I'm at 116 instead of 125. But it takes up your damage, effective damage range, and your bullet velocity, which those three are like crazy important for Nuketown, because the Nuketown, they're good for windows and they're good for rushing with the bullet velocity and the damage. Yes, so I'll be using the task force, and you don't have to use this one. I'd say the match grade is also good for the effective damage range and the division for the damage, but it does mess with your horizontal recoil control, which that's why I'm not using it. But if you have one of like the lower level LMGs, this one is still pretty good to use because of the damage and shooting move speed. So if it's like, yeah, like I said, if it's like a low level, you could use the division or the cut down. But since mine is maxed out, I will be using the task force. And for the body, I will be using the steady aim laser, because it doesn't have that good of an ADS speed. And if I were to add that SWAT 5mm laser sight or milliwatt laser sight, it would take down my ADS speed by more. And as you guys saw, the ADS speed isn't that good, but it still does a lot of damage. So I still want my hip fire accuracy, but I don't want to take away my ADS, so I'm just using the steady aim laser, which I think this is one of the first things that you unlock, so you should still be able to use that. For the underbarrel, I'll be using the field danger grip because it gives you 30% horizontal recoil control and 8% vertical recoil control. You could use the SFOD speed grip for the speed, but it won't give you as much accuracy as you can see in the stats. But since I like my guns to not have too much recoil, I'll be using this one. And if you want your gun to, or if you want your stoner to have more speed or like more movement walking speed, you could use the bruiser grip or the infiltrator grip, but I'll be using the field danger grip for the recoil control. I'll be using the Salvo 125 round fast mag because I know it takes out my ADS, but as you guys saw, the task force takes down your ammo and it messes with your ammo. So the 125 fast mag is really good to use so that you can still keep your high ammo and you can kill many people with one mag. With the handle, I'll be using the super wrap for the ADS speed. You could use this one, but it takes away your shooting move speed and your sprint fire time, which when you rush with this gun, you don't really want to take those away, and you would much rather only have 10% sprint to fire time and 25% ADS speed, because with this one you would take down 15% sprint to fire time and 15% shooting move speed, which you don't want to take those down because this has good mobility, but it doesn't have like a crazy good mobility. So I would recommend using the serpent wrap, but you can use either or. And this one, it's good. This one is like this one, but just its little brother. But yeah, I would still recommend using one of these two. For the stock, I'll be using the Raider pad for the sprint to fire time and the aim walking movement speed. It does take down my hip fire accuracy, but with this one, it brings up my sprint to fire time, which you would need that for rushing, and aim walking movement speed, so that when you're shooting, you can still move around pretty good. You could use a no stock for the sprint to fire time, and that one is good, but I would still recommend using these two, whichever one you like better. And that would be the stoner that I'm using. I have it maxed out, but I don't have like these camos. The one camo that I do want is a diamond camo for my FFAR, because that one's a really good gun. You should be able to see the class I'm using in my other video. But yeah, that would be it. I think I explained. Oh wait, no. If you do want the shotgun, which you don't have to, but since it's a gunfighter, you could use the AMPs with the dual wield, but I don't have them maxed out, but I do have my Howard, and most of the time it's a one shot, so it will be, the muzzle will be the duck bill choke, so that, and this is also one of the first things that you unlock for the Howard 77, so you should be able to at least equip this one first if you don't have it that high of a level. It'll give you wider pellet spread, so it'll do like not a lot of, like not more damage, but I don't know how to explain it. Here, if you go in the stats, it'll show you, because the flash cone, it will give you more ammo, but it will take down your accuracy. But yeah, for the muzzle I'll be using duckbill choke. For the barrel, I will be using the task force because even though it takes down your effective damage range, it gives you 15 damage. And with this shotgun, you're mostly going to be using it for point blank kills, so the effective damage range shouldn't really matter. For this one, I'm taking the SWAT 5 milliwatt laser sight for the hip fire accuracy, and you don't really need your aim down sight time because you're not really going to be aiming, you're just going to be shooting with hip fire. And then no magazine, because these take down your reload quickness. And I would put this one, but you need these two. So the handle will be a serpent grip because I sometimes use my ADS, which I don't always, but just in case I sometimes do by panic shooting, I'll use my ADS. So yeah, and then my stock will be the no stock for the sprint to fire time. And yeah, that'll be my shotgun. These are my perks for the paranoia, scavenger, and the spycraft. I'll be using the stim shot, stem check, stem turret, and that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed.